Great morning, dear students. Today in this class we are going to begin with the new lesson, The Adventures of Toto, which is taken from your book Movements. Okay, so we'll begin with this lesson, and it is written by Ruskin Bond. And I don't need to say much about him because you may be familiar with him, have read many of his books and the stories written by him, because he plays a major role in promoting children's literature. Okay, he plays a major role in the sense that we have read most of the stories written by Ruskin Bond. So he was an Indian writer of British descent during that time, and he used to write stories basically for children, okay, which is for our entertainment, and he used to write some of the other kind of adventurous stories. And he has written more than 500 short stories and 50 books. He was a national award winner and awarded with Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. So he was such a great renowned personality. Okay, so I don't need to tell you more in detail about him. Now let us quickly move to the lesson. What is the theme of the story? What is the message, or what is the central idea of the story? Here the writer tries to tell us, or tries to show us the experience which we might get when we try to keep a wild animal as a pet animal. It shows the interaction between the human beings and the animals. What happens when we try to adjust the animal? Okay, the animal who is used to live in the jungle, he has his or her own habitat and different environment and the way of behavior, the interaction with the environment as well as the other species living in this world. So what happens when we try to mold him into the human behavior or into the human traits? So that is what is explained beautifully in an adventurous way in this story. So here the writer explains interaction between human and animals, and he also gives us a message that it is not possible for all animals to adjust themselves to the human lifestyle. It is very difficult for them. For some of them it may be impossible. What is the other thing the writer tries to explain here? Difficult to train for non-destructive behavior. As we all know that animals are known for their destructive nature. Destructive nature, they don't have the sense. Okay, sense like we humans are having how to behave in a particular society when we are together. So it is difficult for them. They have their own different ways of reacting and acting to the situations, and they create lot of destruction. So that is what mentioned here. It is very difficult for us to vanish from their behavior, the destructive nature. What is the next thing that we have to look like? What is the introduction? Now let us come to the lesson. What is being towards this? What is being explained here in the story? Okay. Now this story is a humorous story. Okay. Why is it a humorous story? Because the behavior, the actions of the monkey. Here we will read about the story about a baby monkey being bought by the narrator's grandfather. Okay, so who has bought the baby monkey? Narrator's grandfather bought the baby monkey, whose name is Toto, from a Tonga driver while he was on his journey to the Saharan. Okay, so as we read, we will come to know in detail. So this is a story about the naughty monkey. Okay, and it is a humorous in the sense because here the writer has explained the actions and the behavior of the monkey in a very interesting way, in the very adventurous way. So that is why it is very humorous and interesting, and he explains the pranks. Okay, the pranks played by the monkey, the naughty monkey, that has been beautifully explained here, adventurous way, and the whole story is mischievous being played by the monkey Toto in different ways. Okay, now let's move further. We will just come to the characters. Which are the two important characters here? Toto, and the second one is grandfather. Now, Toto is, as I told you, he was a baby monkey, and while the grandfather, narrator's grandfather, was traveling to Saharanpur, he observed how the Tonga driver was misbehaving with the monkey Toto, and he was feeling very pity on him, and he bought it for 3 rupees from the Tonga driver. And he added Toto to his private zoo, collection of private zoo. So we will also read about grandfather, that he was an animal lover and he has a small private zoo at his home, and where we will read and see which are the other animals present there. Now, reading about the Toto, he was a baby monkey, as I told you, and pretty to look at. As I told you, grandfather was very attracted towards it. He was looking very pretty, and he had a sparkling eyes which was sparkling with the mischievous. Okay, so if anybody look at him into his eyes, they can understand he is after some of the other mischievous or the naughty things or the pranks that he wants to do. Okay, and pearly white teeth. So these are the description of the appearance of the Toto, the monkey. Now, he was very playful as a baby. It's a general thing, it's an obvious thing that he must be very playful, but he was very restless also. Restless in the sense that he could not make himself adjust, or he cannot hold himself to one or the particular activity. He used to get restless very soon, and he was very destructive. Now, this is the basic nature of all the wild animals basically. Okay, so it is very difficult for us to tame them into our lifestyle, or to help them to drop this kind of nature. Okay, so that was the thing. Next thing what we observe here, that he was keen observer in the sense that you must all know that monkeys are very experts in copying us, okay, to imitate us. So that is what the Toto was also doing here. He used to observe the people, how they are behaving, how they are reacting, how they are doing the different things, and he used to imitate them in that same particular way. Okay, and then he was curious for everything. He wanted to know, he wanted to see, explore all the things around him. He could not control himself, okay, in the sense that he did not have that fear that things may be danger for me. Okay, as a small monkey, as a small child, he did not have that fear at all that whether this will be a disadvantages for me or it can harm me. Okay, so that was not the thing in his mind. He wanted to explore, to see, experience all the things or whatever things were being performed by the other people around him. Okay, now next about the grandfather. As I told you, he was an animal lover. That is why he is having his own private zoo. He was very sensitive. How can we say this? That when he bought Toto, he knew that his wife would not appreciate that. So he kept Toto secretly, okay, for some time, so that he should not hurt the sentiments of his wife. So slowly and gradually we will see that how he was introduced, or how the grandmother, wife of the narrator's grandfather, came to know about the existence, about the coming of Toto into their zoo family. Okay, next, he finds Toto very, you can say very clever. Okay, grandmother used to get irritated, she used to get angry on the acts or the pranks or the naughty things done by the Toto. She used to lose her temper, and the others also. But what the grandfather used to see, observe that he was very clever in doing these things. Okay, so and then towards the end, what are we going to learn? That he took a very wise decision. Earlier also he took a wise decision to purchase Toto from the Tonga driver, as he was not treated very good, and he find Toto very adventurous and very interesting. Okay, and towards then we will see that when he saw that he was not able to adjust with all the other animals, okay, he was one of the misfit with the other animals. That means those animals were kept in the private zoo of grandfather. They were adapted. They have already adapted themselves, changed themselves, and to the lifestyles which the grandfather has given them, to the surroundings, to the environment, or to the things which is available to them and what is being asked, and they are trained in which way. So they have already adapted themselves, but Toto was not able to do so. Even he could not adjust himself with the other animals present there. It was not the problem with the human beings only, but he was not able to adjust himself or to fit himself into the animal's family as well. So that when it was observed by the grandfather that it is like completely impossible for him to become the member of that family, then what he did, he just returned the Toto to the same Tonga driver. Okay, so this is what we are going to read about in the story. This was just a brief introduction for you all about the story, and from the next class we are going to read and understand the story in a detailed way. Thank you. God bless you all.